Yeah. Hey girl, okay. So you started out hydrated. I would just pull a handful. Take one handful. You ain't got to do a lot, but just take a handful of the purple. Hydrate it. Soak it in some spring water. Put a whole gallon. Fill it up. Make sure that it's covered. I normally fill this whole gallon up all the way with water because you want the sea moss to be covered. Now let it sit overnight for at a minimum of at least 20 hours. Go 24 if you can, but do not make it until before you put it in the water. But when it's hydrated like this, rinse it off. Run it under the sink. This is salt. You know, this is salt. So just run it under the sink, then put it in some spring water. Put a lemon in here. Squeeze it up, drop the lemon, let the lemons chill in there. While that thing is simmering overnight, you wake up the next day. If it look fluffy like this, it's good. If it's still a little bit looking hard, let her chill. Okay, but then you got to do your pop test. So the next day, if it don't do this, if you can't squeeze it and it don't fall apart, you need to leave it. If you can't squeeze it, sis, you need to go ahead and leave it, all right? You see? I'm just squeezing my fingers. If it don't fall apart like this, that means it's not ready, all right? So these is ready. Once it's ready, you put a cup of your sea moss. You take a cup out, rinse it off again. Rinse it off real good just to get the goodness and the gracious off of it. Then you put 2 cups into your blender. Or you could use 1 cup. If you use 1 cup, put 8 ounces of juice. If you use 2 cups, put 16 ounces of juice. All right. And then I just made some, and you just blend it. You want to blend it for 3 minutes. This been sitting for a while, so this is a little thick, but you want to blend it for 3 minutes, or at least until your blender feels warm on the outside. Like when your blender feel like, dang, like it's getting a little warm. But you kind of see like, you'll kind of see like little bubbles. You see how you can see this little bubble on a blender? You'll see bubbles through the glass. Okay. But definitely set your timer. Blend it for no less than 3 minutes because you want that thing to whip up smooth so the kids will eat it. Add their juice. If they like apple juice or their favorite whatever juice, use a cup of this. Once it's popped, once it's good to go, add 8 ounces of their favorite juice and blend it up, and they're going to fuck with it. If you use 2 cups of this, use 16 ounces of their juice, blend it up for a good 3 minutes. Sometimes you can add agave to sweeten it up. I like to add agave. I love to add agave in there to just flavor it up just for the kids. I definitely, you know, it'll make the kids eat it. And it'll just make you love it too. So add some agave. That you can pour that how much ever you like. Ain't no limit on that. So, okay, refresher. Boom. We got it. We're going to rinse this off. Okay, rinse it off. Then we're going to dump it in a gallon of spring water. We're going to let it sit overnight. And then we're not even going to mess with it until the texture is right. And you can pop that thing, all right? Then we're going to dump it in here. Okay, if we use 1 cup, we're going to use 8 ounces of juice. If I use 2 cups of sea moss, I'm going to use 16 ounces of juice. All right, then we're going to blend it up for a minimum of 4 minutes to the texture that you like. All right, then add some agave to sweeten that thing up. Enjoy.